Okay, so I just wanted to start this video by showing you this disgusting plate of breakfast I've made. Because it's just crap that I've just decided that I wanted. But one of the main things, it's okay to eat crap sometimes. I have been so obsessed with complete and utter dieting in the last few years, and all that it's got me is just such a deep level of self-control, which feeds into such toxic traits which in the past have put me in real danger. And that's something I'm going to talk about in another video, is eating disorders and recovery. However, that's not what I'm going to speak about in this particular video. But I'm just going to enjoy this moment because I've been restricting my calories for the past 2 weeks, and I've started to implement food rules in my life, which frankly, they add to the level of self-control, but is it worth it? Is it worth that level of control to the point where you have to ban foods from your life? It's just ridiculous. So this is just to prove to myself that the world is not going to end if I eat crap. Okay, so the thing that's probably led to me to this point is in the last week or so, I can just feel like this dark, depressive cloud looming over me, and it's just putting a halter on everything. I mean, I've taken the advice for so long that I should just get out and go through it. Absolutely, just go for it, head out, feel positive, but you just don't, and it makes you feel worse sometimes because you're with people you love, you do these wonderful things, and in the back of your head you're just thinking, I don't feel right, I'm not right, I am not okay right now. And to explain that when you're laughing and joking is so hard, nobody gets it, genuinely. I mean, people talk about it a lot. I'm an advocate for mental health, etc, etc, but it's just the tip of the iceberg. It's deeply traumatizing when it's someone you know, like a close friend, relationship, etc. They deal with that sort of stuff, and I don't blame them. Alexa, dismiss. And there's my alarm, which is hilarious because I haven't slept in 2 days. Beat the alarm though, bitch, I'm already up. Aha! Finished. And did the world end? No. Am I now morbidly obese? Maybe in a month or so, but not right now. No. You don't get morbidly obese. I'm not going to get a serious illness. I finished a plate of the crappiest food. What are the repercussions of that? I mean, I feel bad because of this thing inside my brain that I've created myself that says I can't do it. I can't eat anything like that. But, I mean, there's invisible effects. Just like saturated fatty acid build-up. But, you know, see ya 80-year-old me. I live life as if I'm young because that is what I am. I'm so sick of being so ridiculously health conscious. But that isn't even what I wanted to speak about today. Okay, so let's get into it. Today's video is people that I've been obsessed with in my life. Like, it would genuinely stress me out. I don't know if I can get this. That I couldn't meet these people in real life. Like, as pathetic as that is. Like, it was strange. Anyway, I was a very weird kid. If you knew me as a kid, you knew I was weird. Okay, number one, Frankie Kokoza off of X Factor. I just thought he was stunning. Like, he wasn't. But like, it was the hair, it was so thick. Like, it looks like you could have left something in it and you wouldn't find it till a week later. And for some reason that was just appealing. And then all of like the press and the tabloids were like, Frankie Kokoza is like a bad boy, is this like nightlife sort of lad. And I loved the idea of cheeky lads. Like, I loved the idea of it. But I was such like a loudmouth feminist, you know, stand up for women sort of thing. And it's like, it never really came out until later, like with close friends and things, that actually I really liked like the opposite. I've never been a fan of like very feminine men. Like, obviously not in like a personal level, like I love feminine men in like a personal level, but in terms of like dating, I've always loved like cheeky, outgoing, like uninterested people. Like, it's never been me to like go for the very available, very lovely boys, like the pick me boys, which is actually very terrible of me, but I don't think I can help it. I've never tried to help it, but I don't think I can. Okay, so number two, when I was in secondary school, I was obsessed with this lad. Like, I really don't want anyone to know who I'm talking about, but most likely if you knew me, you would know. So like, it would just, again, it just stressed me out because I just think like, this person is like perfect and everything. Well, they weren't, they were terrible. They were even hot. I think they bullied me at a few points, but I was like, yeah, I love it, bully me more. Like, that's the thing. Dennis the Menace. Had a crush on him, didn't I? What's his name? Just William. If you don't know Just William, it's like a book about this laddo with a slingshot that goes about pissing people off for no good reason. And that was just my type. Like, bullies. I love bullies. Not people that would bully like other people, but if I was ever personally targeted, I'd be like, yeah, that's what I want, that's a bit of me. Another weird one is like cartoons. Always had a bit of a thing for cartoons. Finn from Adventure Time, when I was growing up, was definitely my type. It was when he took his hair out of the hat, and it was just these beautiful blonde locks. That's always been my weakness. Not like blonde lads, but like with like browny blondie hair. Like I say I don't have a type, but I really do. Or like ginger features, but like not with the teeth. No, that's a stereotype and that's bad. That's not a thing that exists. It's just a certain few unlucky individuals. I don't think there's any evidence that genes cause that. I think it's just who they are. But it doesn't look the best. I mean, I haven't even explained that, but yeah. I think you know. No, that's horrible. I can't really say that. Who else? No, not Noodle. 2D from Gorillaz. I just thought it was great. I thought it was brilliant. I was never a fan of Tommy Shelby, but who is like the thick looking one? Not thick as in stupid, but like stocky. He was just big, he had a big head, and like, it kind of looked like he'd like, I don't know, I don't want to say swollen, but like dense. Joe Cole, Jesus Christ, that is who I'm on about. But when he was in Skins as Luke, I was like, I thought that was brilliant. Oh man, it was so bad though. That was so toxic. It was so verbally abusive and horrible. But I was like, yeah, this is stable. This is what I need in my life. I don't even know if I can see it. Oh, yeah, I can. My fucking ugly mug. I don't know why I felt so compelled to record this video, but it was just like, it came over me. I was like, why was I like this? Because I would go to bed and I would just be like, I'm just never going to date this person. And it'd be like a cartoon. And I just felt for some reason that I just had this like spiritual bond with them. And it just worsened, to be fair. Obviously, like my current boyfriend, shout out to you. Absolutely lovely. But I'm just too intense. I get so obsessive. Like not ridiculously visibly, but yeah. Teachers have always been a bad one. So I can't even say what department they'll be in, because everyone knows. Because again, like I would just speak about it. Not even to like mates, but just anyone. Just to like solidify it. And I feel like if, oh god, that's tight. If I would have never like partook in that sort of shit, to be like, tell everyone and make it the fucking grand plan of my life, I would have never been so like involved, but obviously not involved because I just wasn't. However, there's been a few times, no, I can't even do that, just say like, oh, there's been a few times where it's almost came to fruition, because that is a man's career. But I felt like we had flirty banter, and whether that was just to humour me, I don't know, it still did something, so I don't even care. It's like, yeah, it might have been just as like a little joke just to make me do my work, but like that worked for me. I was like, brilliant. I'll do my work for the, that's prostitution. I prostituted a man. That should be the clickbait title. I prostituted my idiot of a not the department, we're not saying that. I prostituted my teacher for attention. That's another thing, attention. I would just do weird shit. I'd just throw a paper ball at them and then they'd be like, why did you fucking do that? And I'd be like, hi. There was so many times where I'd just pop up and be like, hi. And they'd be like, and ignore me. Like, absolutely no interest at all, and I just could not take a fucking hint. But then like the pick me boys that are like, yeah, I saw you walking around school, you don't come in, which I didn't, I stopped going to school. I was just like, not for me, thank you. And then just stopped going because it just got ridiculous. I mean, I was having a mental breakdown every day, literally every day. You'd just find me in the toilets punching a wall. That's why this hand's like not bad, it's quite pretty, but this hand, I mean, it's covered in like, it's got a stick and poke, my knuckles are fucked. It's just fucked. Because I just punch walls. Oh, that was clever, wasn't it? Now he handshakes. Basically a Kyle. I'm a Kyle born in a woman's body. It's weird that I turned out like this. It might not look weird right now, but I wasn't an emo, because everyone says I was an emo, and not that there's anything wrong with being an emo. But my sister was an emo and I thought it was brilliant. I wanted to be like it, sure, but I just genuinely wasn't. Like I couldn't, like I had dip-dyed hair. I always wore skinny jeans, not even black ones, but blue skinny jeans. I wore a backwards facing cap and an oversized t-shirt, and I wanted to go on bike rides and do fun things, but everyone was like, no, she's an emo, she wears eyeliner. Cut to fucking 3 years later, everyone's an e-girl. Bitch, I was born in the wrong generation. I would have killed it as an e-girl. It feels a bit pathetic now. I don't even play video games. That's the funniest thing. When your parents were like, when you were young, what the fuck was that? When your parents were like, when you're younger, go outside and play. It's like, if I'd have stayed indoors and played fucking video games, I'd have been a Twitch streamer by now. Could have got my titties out for that bag. I'm so sorry if you're a family member watching this. I'm very vulgar and I think they know that, but I'm not sure to what level. Because the funniest thing is, at this point people have stopped saying language. Because that just used to annoy me. I'd just be on a rant, swearing my fucking head off, and they'd be like, language? It's like, wasn't language a week ago, love? But okay. It's part of my vocabulary. It's a bit pathetic not having control on something like that, but oh well. Again, why am I doing this? Someone's gonna find this and just take the piss out of me. Like, I can just see it coming. Rose, why are you dressed like an old lady talking about shite? And I'm gonna be like, shut the fuck up, you wanker. Go shag a sheep. Oh man, I hate that. One thing that I'm actually bad at is, say I like getting bullied, I like bullied. I hate being bullied, but like, that is so contradictory. Like, I'm so nervous, just in general, of just being bullied. Like, I'll go out wearing a stupid yellow top and I'll be thinking for the next few years I'm gonna fucking show up on one of them Mansfield's Finest groups. Look at this idiot wearing a stupid t-shirt. It's not normal for a person to be this paranoid. I always thought I had anxiety my whole life, but I think I just have severe paranoia about irrational things, which I think is a completely different problem, to be honest. Right, who else I've been obsessed with? For a bit, not for long, Josh Hutcherson was like... But, okay, so, a lad, just such a horrible individual. Like, not even in a good way. Not that there should be a good way, that's awful. But, he looked a bit like Josh Hutcherson, so I just assumed, you know, because we have that irrational thought pattern, that he would be Josh Hutcherson, as I do, because I have little concept of reality at the best of times. So I started trying to date them, and then, well, it just progressed into like nonsensical bullshit with no dating. So I just exposed multiple terrible things about myself, literally, but like, it just didn't come to anything. I was like, I didn't even like you. I just wanted to date you for the Josh Hutchinson thing, because we were going to be bridged to Terabithia and live out this beautiful fantasy in which you are this other individual, but you just had to ruin it by being a wanker. But whatever. I saw him and I thought, I hate you so much. And you don't even know, you think I fancy you, and I just don't. But then why be vain? Why do I have to be vain? Because they didn't grow up right, that's a lot of the things. All those 21 younger than me, not that you should be watching this, because a lot of swearing, but 21 younger than me, the lads now that you think are fit, they're just going to be the worst. Like, I've never found that not to be the case. Like, the fittest, like, absolutely, like, if you grow up right, you will be a model because your skin is clear, you've got fantastic teeth, etc, etc, and yet you stand before me and you just look like an absolute fucking scruff and just no redeeming features. It's literally, it's the ones with the fucked up teeth, the terrible attitudes, and just the rough appearance that you've got to watch out for, because they just turn into, like, I don't know, mainly like plumbers, let's be honest. No one really does anything interesting. It's like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm a plumber. Brilliant. Nice one. But that's another thing, I would prefer that to someone who went to university, because they're all just a bit fucking odd. Like, you think they sound, you're talking to them, and then they're like, oh, also the earth's flat, and, you know, I think a piece of pepperoni pizza is going to jump out the oven and kill us any second, but have a nice Christmas, duck. Obviously not that, but just the conspiracy theories are just mental. Like, when I say conspiracy theories, obviously a lot of them I think are actually legit, so, I mean, that's another problem in itself. But yeah, no, I think a lot of them are genuine. So, I don't mean that kind, but I literally mean like this just crazy shit. And sometimes you think like you're trolling me, you're kidding me right now, you're playing me for a bloody fool. Clearly not, but they're being genuine. And they'll just take up your time with just absolute nonsense for no reason. And at the end of it all, you just think, where can I buy my time back? That was pathetic. I don't know. I was a weird kid in school. I was just obsessed with teachers. Like, not even, they can't have been as fit as I psyched them up to be. Because in my head they were just this absolute, like, machine-like units that just, I don't know. I don't know. But I was fucking obsessed. It was uncomfortable. Because it's like, what if someone would have done something? Because I'd have probably, I don't know. I'd have had a part to play in it, probably. Because I was fucking crazy. I still am fucking crazy. Look at my hair. How can I seriously stand here and look like this and say, no, yeah, you're doing a lot better now? Who else have I been obsessed with? I was never a Zac Efron fan. I can say a lot of people who I was obsessed with, but never Zac Efron. He had like crusty hair, like the ends and everything, and it was like a bowl around his head. Like, I loved the fringe, I absolutely loved long hair, but just it was too neat, I think. You feel like you just went in there with a bit of gel and just, it'd have been fine, but it was just terrible. It's absolutely awful. And I think this concludes weird people that Rose has obsessed over in her life. The reason why I made this is unknown and remains unknown even to me, the one who made it. So if you can make heads or tails of it, please like and subscribe because I'm desperate. Goodbye. Okay, but tell me why my fucking camera was out of focus for that entire thing. Oh, fuck's sake. so sorry if you sat through that. Anyway, thank you so much. I actually love this. I actually love curlers. I keep seeing people on TikTok do it and be like, what is this? But like, you're just not used to it, honey. You need that volume. I'm sick of this flat down, middle part hairdo. I want that bunny style. Okay, goodbye.